Hey guys, Stefano here, and we are back, episode 3 for Building an Empire podcast. I'm so grateful and thankful that you guys are here. I really and truly hope that this helps build a certain understanding of perhaps your brand, maybe marketing. I'm sure that you're going to take something away from this. That's the whole purpose of it. Now, a lot of people say to me, and I've been told, Stefano, why are you offering this for free? And, you could be making money. There's a lot of motivational speakers out there, and you could be making a lot of money. How come you're not charging for something like this? Honestly and truthfully, maybe in the future I will. That's the goal again, and what I'm trying to teach everyone in my own way is we got to do this all to make money. I mean, we are here to make money. There's no doubt about it. We all want to make money. We don't want to waste our times with anything really. So if I can give you a good start, a good push, perhaps, to understanding things, maybe it may work. It may work on your end, it may work on my end, but my whole goal is to make sure that this is going to be beneficial for everyone involved. Now, last episode, if you checked it out, if you didn't, definitely check it out. It's episode 2 of Building an Empire. We talked about social media and basically the start of it. Which platforms work for you, which ones probably don't, which ones will help, and my point of view. In part 2, which is today, episode 3, we're going to be talking about why we want to use these platforms. Why do we want to use social media in general for our storefront, for our online business, for our brand, for our personal self, maybe as a motivational speaker, as an influencer, because I do this. I mean, that's what I do for a living. As much as I love my video content, which I strive to excel in, and I've done many films, and I've been critically acclaimed. I have awards and all that stuff. But aside from that, there is that daily grind, that certain amount of money that you want to make. Everyone has a goal. So let's establish this before we jump into social media. What's your estimated goal? Where do you find yourself in a happy medium? What dollar amount do you need to have a happy life? There are some that are going to say 30,000 because they just live off the grid. They don't need much. There are some they're going to say I need 60 to 70 because that nowadays is the average that people need to make in order to survive with all their bills and life in general. Some people are saying upwards of 100,000. Okay. My point of view, if you're an entrepreneur, if you want to be an entrepreneur, if you want to build a brand, if you want to be a standalone person, we got to start thinking above 6 figures. Okay. And I don't mean $1 million, because we'll all get there if we truly want to with the right desire. But let's think of 100,000 and up. Okay. That's where we want to be as an entrepreneur, because at the end of the day, if you're making 50,000 as an entrepreneur, yeah, it's great, but you can be making that working for anyone with the less stress, less headache. You go to work, you come home, you're good. You're good. You enjoy. But that's not entrepreneur life is very lonely. We live entrepreneurs. We live a very lonely life because we have a lot of criticism. We have a lot of stress and headache and anxiety. Will I get work today? Will I not get work today? It's an ongoing struggle. Social media is that. Social media is all that wrapped up into one. So in the first episode, prior to this, episode 2, we talked about which platform should you use and is it going to benefit you. Okay, episode 2, this is my take. Instagram, it runs the show right now. Okay, what's the next best thing? A lot of people ask me, and I have no idea. But I'm going to roll with the punches, and as soon as it comes out, that's where I'm jumping if it's worth my while. A lot of people say, Stefano, for example, I got a lot of comments about the last episode. They said, Stefano, you didn't mention Amazon. Well, Amazon is an e-commerce website. It's not technically a social platform. However, it is very mainstream. We're going to get to that. Like, moving into the podcast, into our near future, I'm going to teach you all about, channel funneling, brand funneling, e-commerce such as Amazon, Shopify. I'm going to teach you all that good stuff, but we got to start with the basics. I mean, this is where we are. We got to start video content. Okay. Video content for social media. That's one other thing that people tend to forget. They all worry about which platform will work for me, but the question you should have for yourself is, what kind of content am I going to come out with? That's where the engagement is going to happen with your future clients. Which engagement? What is going to engage them? So I create video content for my clients, and it has worked absolutely. It's huge. It's huge because you can already see a significant, almost night and day difference between their account, between what they're posting and what they post afterwards. When you get a company such as myself that perhaps knows the correct algorithms or starts to adapt with what your clients need, improving the content also means improving the attention span, improving the clientele, and people taking you more seriously. Because a brand online, it has to show not only your specialty and why they have to give their hard-earned money to you, but it's also a personal brand. You are a walking business brand once you become an entrepreneur. So a lot of people that follow me, and you know who you are. I'm not going to be throwing you under the bus, but I like to bring them up. I have a young person that he sells sneakers, okay? And he's a go-getter. You know what? I am going to mention him, Paradox.to. He's a young kid. I taught in his class. And then after that, we became friends, and he's just absolutely killing it. And the reason why he's killing it is because he is non-stop on Instagram, or he's on any other platforms he wants to be on. But I know primarily where I focus my attention on with him is Instagram. Now, why am I bringing him up to you? He sells sneakers, and you maybe do cosmetics. It doesn't matter. It all depends on the content that you're putting out. So if his prerogative is selling brand name things, but it's aggressive in the sense where he knows how to get his clients to get interested. He knows certain ways to make things look attractive. That's what we need to focus on. How to make something that you do look even better to the person that doesn't know you. Yes, he's going to have to step into e-commerce, and we're going to get to that. We will get to that. I promise we're going to get to that. And everyone should be pointing their attention, their business on Amazon if you are selling goods at any point. And if you're not selling goods, truthfully and honestly, start selling goods. Find a way to sell goods, because Amazon is just fire right now. When a lot of people keep saying to me, Stefano, I don't know what I should be doing, in 10 more years. And I say to them, why are you looking at 10 years? Do it right now. I mean, the reality is Amazon is nothing but net. So why are we not jumping on this? Because will it last in 10 more years? I don't know. I have no idea. But what I do know is that right now, if you are not on Amazon, something's amiss. But it takes time. You can't just jump into Amazon. You got to build a fundamental base for it. I have a client, his business is worth well over 10 million. And he's not on Amazon, but he does very well in his warehouse and his newspapers. And the reality is that when I decide, and I'm mentally prepared to offer a strategic plan that's going to work, you damn right we're going to go full speed onto Amazon, but you got to do it in the right way. Don't worry about timeline. You need to just do it in the right way, or things could collapse very quickly. So social media is a place where you got to establish personal and business. You got to remember one very important thing. You can't take it to heart. Okay, some people are not going to like your brand. Some people won't like your t-shirt. Some people won't like what you're selling, your glasses, your jackets, your new computer, or whatever you're selling. It doesn't matter. Your sweets, it doesn't matter. There are always going to be those naysayers, the negative people that are going to give you negativity, jealousy. It's just a natural part of life. What we need to do, though, is we need to build your brand recognition. That's where social media has to come into play. Okay, and I hope I can help by establishing where you need to go. You need to build content. Okay, here's where we're gonna end the episode off. Social media, you need 5 very important things. Okay, you need a good storyline. By a good storyline, you have to have a progression of your business and where you want it to go. The trajectory will establish which content you're going to post. You need to build a storyline. Number 2, you need to build content. You need to sit down with a marketing specialist, and if you don't want to do that, you sit down by yourself, you brainstorm, you get yourself a white sheet of paper, and you start drawing out things that you would like to see happen. And you take a look and see what you can do on your own and what you can't, because unfortunately, there are certain things that you can't do on your own. I know it's again a shameless plug, but there are sometimes you're gonna have to hire people. That's just the way the world works. Okay, so you need storyline and you need content. After you have storyline and content, now you need to understand your own brand. Okay, now you got to do brand recognition. Where do you want to focus your attention on? Where do you want your brand to be established, and to whom? Okay, that's what we got to build. Number 4, we need to know our algorithms. We need to know our hashtagging. Now, for anyone that doesn't know what hashtags is, hashtag is like a very good way of saying computer talk. Okay, social media talk. This is the way that people converse. If you want to find the next cure for cancer, okay, your hashtags have to say cure for cancer or curing humanity or something along those lines, because the hashtags will pop up. And a lot of people say, but you know what, it's so saturated that no one will ever see it. It doesn't matter. You still need them. See, that's the thing. People, they misjustify something by saying, I don't know if I'll ever get seen, but it doesn't matter. You need it anyway. Hashtagging is just the way that the algorithms are going to start to pick up what you're doing. Google will start to realize, all right, this person keeps doing this, so that means that this is what he's doing, and that's what you need. So you need hashtag. And number 5, okay, here's my 5 steps. So for number 1, you need storyline. Number 2, you need to build your content. Then number 3, you need to build your brand. Number 4, you need to do hashtags. Number 5, okay, and number 5 is huge. Number 5 is absolutely huge. You need to be interactive. You need to comment back. You need to show your clients, your customers, your fans, your friends, your family, whoever's following you, that you are attentive and you need to respond. Now, whether you can do it or not, whether it's part of your marketing strategy that you do with your marketing specialists for social media, you need to express that you want engagement. You want to say thank you. You want to show them what's next, and you will respond to them. This is important, guys. This is absolutely gold. You know, I talk fast, and there's a reason why I talk fast, because the internet moves faster. So we all have to be ready to just grab it and go. So that's the one thing that we got to do. We got to be accessible. We need to be attentive, accessible, that now you became the CEO that everyone can connect with. So now all of a sudden your brand has more recognition to that. You are humble and down to earth. These are the 5 steps, guys. Believe me, as simple as they are, you won't believe how many businesses don't do that. If you're missing one out of those 5 steps, because those are honestly the 5 keys to success that I've had. If you're missing one, it just falls apart. So for example, your brand is amazing. Everything looks beautiful, but you post once every 3 weeks. Number 2, content gone. Okay? Your brand is amazing. You're doing a lot of content. No hashtags. No one's going to see it. Okay? Problem already. You have amazing content. You have amazing hashtags. You have amazing pictures. You have amazing videos, but you don't know where you're headed. You don't know what you're going to do next. You see how it all plays out? It all plays out like a big puzzle. If you're missing the one piece of the puzzle is just not complete. It looks good so far, but that so far is what's going to be missing. You don't want to have that missing edge. You want to have the, now I understand. That's what you need. Okay? And then you just need to tie it all in together. These are the steps, my friends. This is what we need to do. So I'm going to end it right there. We can talk for hours and hours and hours, but definitely if you find this interesting, do me a favor and follow, and hit me up and everywhere where I am. SoundCloud, Spotify, Apple iTunes, YouTube, Instagram is my absolute number 1, and I stress it because that is where I love to be. It is just a wonderful portal that has given my family and myself just an abundance of future, and I'm very optimistic. That's where it's at right now. So definitely hit me up on Instagram at TTL Films, and I hope you find this interesting. Episode 4 is coming up, and you just have to find out what's happening there. It's gonna be a lot of fun. You know how it is. All right, guys, take care. We'll talk to you later.